Since the legislature enacts the policies, this is the misconception. You know, everybody says we're taking power away from somebody in Senate Bill 1. There's really no power to take away. I mean, the policy making authority and statute is basically the legislature. Just as we saw with Common Core, the board did the Common Core, and the legislature said, wait a minute, whoa, we don't like it. We're changing that. So, and I realized this when I met with Tony Bennett about vouchers. I gave him kind of my take on the vouchers. And I said, well, Tony, this is how I do vouchers. And he said, you know, Ryan, I agree with you. He said, but you guys are the ones that do it, not me. And so I realized at that point, he was right. He had no authority to even enact the vouchers.
To work with the chairman on that, to make sure that if you're in a work zone and you're going to have a camera, it has to be in a critical work zone. Is what we define as it's where the road is offset, or if it's rough road, or if there's heavy equipment close by. So, you know, if they've got cones set up beside the road for miles and miles, and it's the work zone, but there's no work going on, and they can't just set up cameras and catch everybody that comes through there. So I think we made it a little better. I'm still leery about the whole camera situation, so any input that anyone would have on that.
Chairman of the local government committee in the Senate, and a lot of issues there are fascinating. But I get asked everywhere I go, I don't want my township to be forced to merge. I don't want townships to be done away with. We haven't had a bill get through the local government committee since I've been chairman that would do that. We haven't had a bill get heard in the local government committee since I was chairman that would do that. We're not going to have a bill get through the local government committee this year that will do that. It's not going to happen. Advisory boards, I think, are going to be there. Your township government's definitely going to be there. Every year we hear talk about merger. I wrote the bill that deals with mergers now, and it says, number one, everything is voluntary. No one has to merge.
I'm anxious to see, I believe it simply says that you can only do it for rentals, not for private individual houses, which may affect Warsaw's ordinance possibly. Alcohol, lots of alcohol things going through. They approved a bill to allow these little microbreweries, the small breweries, to go from 30,000 barrels up to 90,000 barrels a year. I have no idea why that was necessary. Superintendent needs to be on the same page as the governor. If you don't like it, you throw both of them out and put somebody else in. But the problem, Superintendent Ritz, because she got more votes than the governor, feels that she's the education czar. She gets to set the policy, and that is not her role. Her role is to implement those policies. She's still going to be on the State Board of Education. She's still going to be one of the 11 members or 9 members, whatever it is. And that board currently is made up of 6 Republicans, 5 Democrats. So it's not that uneasy a board. The Democrats that are on have been just as outspoken about it as the